Good afternoon. I, Richa,
And I, Adya, welcome you all on behalf of the entire CIMP family for today's function. Before we start, I take this opportunity to brief our Honorable Chief Guest of the Day about our institute, a brainchild of Honorable Chief Minister Shri Nitish Kumar, who also happens to be the Chairman of the Board of Governors of the institute. CIMP was established in 2008 as an autonomous institute on the lines of IIMs with the active support and help from the Government of Bihar to resurrect the educational glory of the state. Recently, CIMP has secured position in the top 125 management institutions in the country under the NIRF ranking 2022 conducted by the Ministry of Education, Government of India.
I, on behalf of entire CIMP family, take this opportunity to heartily welcome Honorable Chief Guest Ms. Nafisha Binte Shafiq, Chief of Bihar Field Office, UNICEF, Guest of Honor Mr. Vibhas Kumar, ED, IOCL, Mr. Mahesh Manjal, CMD Majestic Auto Limited, Professor Dr. Rana Singh, Director CIMP, Mr. Roshan Kumar, Founder India CSR, Professor Dr. Jyoti Verma, Conference Chairperson, ICCSR, and Mr. Kumud Kumar, Convener, ICCSR 2022.
Now I request PGB1 students to present saplings to all the dignitaries.
Now, may I invite Professor Dr. Sivananda Senapati, Assistant Professor, CIMP, for presenting summary of conference.
Dignitaries on the dais, Director CIMP, guest of the honor for this session, Mr. Mahesh Munjal, CMD Majestic Auto, who has joined with us online. Mr. Vibhas Kumar, ED IOCL. Chief guest of this session, Ms. Nafisha Shafiq from UNICEF. Roshan Kumar from Founder India CSR. Dr. Jyoti Verma, Conference Chair. Sri Kumud Kumar, Chief Administrative Officer CIMP. Dear faculty member, participants, students, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. So I remember I am here to present the landing from 2 days of International Conference on CSR 2022 that just going to be end. I'm thankful for this opportunity, and I remember that exactly 1 year before, that is on 12 December 2021, I delivered this during the valedictory session of the ICCSR 2021. So the International Conference this year began with welcome address by Director CMP, Professor Dr. Rana Singh sir. He focused on the opportunity and challenges to achieve sustainable development goal, and according to him, the attention on achieving sustainable development goal and CSR must go together, especially in forum where academics and society at large are jointly present. Chief guest of the conference, Sri S. Siddharth, who is Principal Secretary to CM Bihar and also the nodal officer of CSR in the state of Bihar, made everyone understand the fact that Bihar is a large consumer state and it receives very less CSR fund. The inaugural address of the conference was delivered by Dr. Hismi, who is also here with us. His CSR head Tata Steel. In his address, he linked the 17 SDG goal with CSR and also informed us the linkage between governance, CSR and input from stakeholder. He talked about different values of the CSR, and according to him, CSR at large should be looked from bottom, or there is a need to look beyond conventional way of looking at the CSR. There are two pre-launch parallel technical sessions, began with the keynote address by Professor Dr. Kulin from Institute of Management Services, UK. Professor Kulin elaborated on climate change issues and concern. In his address, he appealed to consider climate change as a common challenge for survival for India as well as for the world. He also discussed the need of leadership role to deal with climate change and biodiversity challenges, and it should be responsibility of all of us. He also talked about innovation and role of technology to build resilience and to explore opportunities in terms of our lifestyle pattern. According to him, it is the time to act for these challenges now. The technical session 1 that held at MDC room number 2, chaired by my colleague Professor Siranga Vishnu and Professor Santosh Kumar, that included 5 papers that all presented in virtual mode. Dr. Pratik Roy discussed the case of eco-inclusive enterprises. In his presentation, he emphasized the rationale for an eco-inclusive enterprise and how CSR can help in building and scaling of eco-inclusive enterprises. Further, the study discussed the role of seed hubs in promoting entrepreneurship for sustainable development and the case of seed-supported organization. Dr. Pranab Kumar joined online to present his paper on waste to wealth from entrepreneurial animal waste management. He talked about the importance and potential of entrepreneurship to transform the livestock sector, especially in rural areas. The study highlighted the emerging market opportunities related to livestock and energy generation from farm waste. Dr. Sonia and Kumari Manisha discussed the issue of uncorrected refractive error that result in vision impairment. They discussed its linkage with the SDGs. The study reported that around 62% of individuals have uncorrected refractive errors. Also, a high burden of uncorrected refractive error was found in the population that lived in hard-to-reach areas. Next, Naveen Kumar investigated the performance of ESG fund during the COVID-19 pandemic. The study estimated the return of ESG fund using Indian stock market data from January 2021 to March 2021. The study concluded that sharing of information on ESG is very much essential, particularly for consumer and investor. In the next presentation, Shruti Dwivedi presented an investigation on effect of PM2.5 and other meteorological factors on COVID-19 mortality. Using ANOVA technique and the regression analysis, the study concluded that populated cities have been more impacted due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In the technical session 2 that held at MDC block room number 3, chaired by Mr. Abhishek Ranjan, Director General and Global Head Sustainability of Brilliant Technology, co-chaired by myself, Mr. Abhishek Ranjan first presented the role of ESG by linking it to various corporate strategies like marketing and supply chain to maintain sustainability. He also enhanced our knowledge on circular economy practices that need to be followed at different stages of the production. According to him, connection with stakeholder and local people is one of the key to achieve sustainability. Amarjit Kumar, our PGP student, he presented a case of Swachh Bharat mission and CSR expenditure in Bihar. The CSR expenditure in Bihar are quite less in country. However, there are enough scope to link CSR to the social linked scheme. Pammi Kesri and Anjali Kumari presented on ethics in business. Their paper argued that culture, leadership are few value important for the business. Johra Adil discussed Maternity Benefit Amendment Act, a study on Bank of Baroda. Her result suggests female employees were not aware of the benefits. However, the chair suggested her to revise the questionnaire to capture more robust data, as this benefit is very well adopted in various organizations of the state government as well as central government in our country. The post-lunch session started with a panel discussion on the topic Strategic Approach to CSR, focusing on sustainable development. Dr. Rana Singh did the role of moderator and involved all panelists to derive the strategy of CSR. The panel discussion was very much engaging and covered many issues and challenges of CSR. Mr. Manoj Kumar from the Tata Power Company Limited talked that CSR and SDGs should be common goal for corporates. The need for achieving these goals are resources and human skills. Mr. S. Sudhakar, Vice President, Corporate Secretarial, Reliance Industry Limited, emphasizes on legal aspect of CSR and the reporting issues. Through an example of Mumbai naked poverty, he elaborated the role of CSR for society and the recent amendment made to make CSR more transparent and focus on a structured way of fulfilling social responsibility. He also suggests to identify big corporate present in Bihar or having their domain in Bihar to engage them in more CSR activities. Mr. Vivek Prakash, VP and Head CSR, Jubilant Ingravia, focused on three important aspects of business, that is people, planet and product that will ensure profit. Through a video presentation, he set the forum to think for the planet and for the people. According to him, there is a huge requirement of professional for the reporting and to involve in ESG activities at different corporate level. Partnership with various organizations will help to identify the areas of the CSR. So I can add that CSR is not only for the people, it is also by the people. And Mr. Prabhakar Sinha from the UNICEF also add that there are various challenges like climate change, biodiversity in the context of Bihar and the world that need to be addressed. So technical session 3 that held post tea at the auditorium in the afternoon, chaired by Professor Archana from Delhi University and by Professor Mamta Singh from CIMP. Mr. Afroz talked on IoT and various Internet of Things and various issues related to Internet of Things and also presented solutions like communication security, data security and application security. Ayush Anand presented his research and outcomes of green CSR for consumer, corporates and distribution companies by taking a case of Bihar. His research shows that there is a huge gap in power production through renewable sources like solar power, and the situation is like catch-22 situation where it is difficult to afford power subsidy burden due to weak industrialization and high surcharge of industrial tariff in Bihar. The dependency on coal in Bihar is like a tragedy of common for all. Abhinav Kumar discussed on reducing maternal mortality rates through early referral center, a case from Chhattisgarh. The study presented a model of reducing MMR in tribal, hilly areas and desert areas. Priya Nath discussed on the role of artificial intelligence in ensuring sustainability and fulfillment of SDG. The role of AI in reducing GHG emission, maintaining a smart grid, improving water management and health system, agriculture are discussed in detail. Saurav Roy presented on household water consumption for different end users in Kanpur city. The study is based on survey of 200 houses. However, the analytical part of the paper lacks proper justification as the study suggests that female and people aged 60 use more water. The technical session 4 that held today morning chaired by Professor Rajiv Ranjan and Professor Saman from CIMP. Mr. Manish presented on the analysis of long run and short run association between stock market and economic growth. That paper is based on secondary data. The study used time series model and concluded that there is unidirectional causal relationship between Sensex and GDP. Vikas Singh discussed on using films to understand CSR and SDG, focused on role of film in education. The study is based on survey from faculties and students. Films are effective way to explain management. Films can be valuable resources for understanding. However, the research needs to be include more justification to interpret the result. Aranya Rai discussed the role of HR in CSR and analyzed the factors determining involvement of HR in determining CSR like partnership and association with society at large. Avi Karan discussed communicating CSR on social media as it covers stakeholder expectation and perception of the consumer towards the organization. The study presented detailed literature review on these two important topics and derived a framework that includes antecedent, moderator and consequent. The study will help managers taking decision on communicating their strategy. I also discussed in the same session the linkage between climate change, sustainability and sustainable development and CSR. CSR is a necessity and a collaboration between corporate and academic is the need of the hour, especially dealing with sustainability and sustainability reporting. So that's all from my side. I thank Nitish for helping me in preparation of this document. Thank you all. Have a good day.
May I now invite our Director, Professor Dr. Rana Singh, to the lectern for the welcome address.
Honorable Chief Guest, Ms. Nafisa Binte Shafiq ji, who's Chief of Bihar Field Office, UNICEF. Shri Vibhash Kumar ji, Executive Director, Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Shri Mahesh Munjal ji, CMD Majestic Auto through online mode. Dr. Jyoti Verma, Chairperson ICCSR 2022, Kumod Kumarji, Chief Administrative Officer CIMP, my esteemed colleague Sri Rusen Kumarji, Founder India CSR, Professor Archana Sociology, Professor Iftikhar Ahmed ji, Madam Veena, DGM Planning IOCL, Hishmi Jamal Ahmed ji, my esteemed faculty colleagues, researchers, members from the media, and my dear students, I deem it my valued privilege to extend a very warm welcome to all the august members present on the dais, off the dais. And at the outset, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Madam Nafisa out of her busy schedule. She also wanted to come yesterday, but due to busy schedule, she could not make it, and she was very kind to say that I'll definitely be present in valedictory address. We extend a very warm welcome to all members on the dais with a big round of applause. I welcome all the delegates, paper presenters, researchers, members from the media to cover our event so widely. It has been a momentous occasion for all of us, and the Center for CSR under the dynamic leadership of Mr. Kumod Kumar has been doing a splendid work and is going to plan and formalize the growth trajectory of CSR in the state of Bihar by structuring one of the most sought after knowledge papers, which is going to showcase the overall performance of CSR in the Indian subcontinent, what has been the overall expenditure of CSR by different states which have planned different authorities and bodies and councils and societies. And is going to plan the roadmap for the state of Bihar, how CSR can transform the overall ecosystem of CSR, sustainability and ESG in the state of Bihar. And we are blessed to have with us one of the leading UN partners, UNICEF, and its entire team. Prabhakar Sinha ji, Rajiv ji, and Madam Nafisa is with us. And in the times to come, it's our pleasure, privilege, honor and delight to work with UNICEF, Indian Oil Corporation and other leading corporates of the country in the state of Bihar. So with these words, I once again formally welcome all the members on the dais and off the dais with a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Mahesh Munjal, CMD Majestic Auto Limited, to give the valedictory address.
Thank you. Namaskar. Honorable Chief Guest Ma'am, Director Sir, dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries off the dais, researchers, faculty members, organizers and students. आप सबको बहुत बधाई हो। आपने ये कल और आज 2 दिन जो यहाँ देखा, सुना, बहुत कुछ उसमें पता लगा। CSR के लॉज, CSR की कंप्लायंसेस, CSR में जो एक्टिविटीज कर रहे हैं लोग, वो सब आपने देखी, सुनी। बहुत अच्छा काम हो रहा है इस पर। मैं सब रिसर्चर्स को जिन्होंने इस पर रिसर्च की है उनको बधाई देता हूँ, क्योंकि इस CSR पर लिटरेचर बहुत कम है। मैगजीन्स भी जो शुरू हुई थी 3-4 साल पहले बंद हो गई। मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ डॉक्टर सेनापति जी को, जिन्होंने जो कुछ कल और आज में हुआ वो सब का संक्षिप्त रूप में आपसे बताया आपको, और मेरा काम आधा हो गया, मैं उसको स्किप करूंगा। मैं इसको 2 भाग में आपसे साझा करूंगा। एक, जहां किसी चीज की, किसी वस्तु की, किसी रिक्वायरमेंट की कमी है, CSR के माध्यम से उस कमी को कम किया जा रहा है, पूरा तो नहीं किया जा रहा। जिसमें कई सालों से स्लोगन है रोटी कपड़ा मकान, जिसमें अब डेवलपमेंट के साथ एजुकेशन, हेल्थ बेसिक्स लाइक कई जगह पर पानी नहीं है, बिजली नहीं है, कुकिंग गैस, दवाइयाँ, एम्बुलेंस, हॉस्पिटल्स, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट। उस समय कई चीज़ें कई डिस्टेंस तक पहुंचानी होती है, कहीं फ्लड आ गया, कहीं साइक्लोन आ गया, कहीं एपिडेमिक आपके सामने हुआ है। पोलियो पर रोटरी क्लब और बिल गेट्स फाउंडेशन ने बहुत काम किया है, करीब करीब उसको ख़त्म होने वाला है। कई आई कैंप्स, कई लिम्स प्रोवाइड होते हैं और कहीं पे कैंसर पे अवेयरनेस, कोई ट्रीटमेंट, कोई गायनी पुअर लोग जो नहीं करवा सकते, कई हॉस्पिटल्स हैं चैरिटेबल जहाँ ये सब फ्री में होता है, गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल्स। तो ये सब एक भाग है जहाँ जिस चीज की अभाव है उसको वहां पहुंचाना। अपने मोदी जी पर पिक्चर आई थी 2019 इलेक्शन के बाद रिलीज अलाउ हुई थी, उसमें देखा होगा कि एक गांव से औरतें पानी भरने जाती थी करीबन 4-5 किलोमीटर दूर, तो उन्हें बड़ा करता था कि एक बेसिक चीज है जो पानी, जिसके लिए इतना जाना पड़े और भर के लाना पड़े और घर का काम भी करना और दिन में इतना समय बीत जाता है। तो उन्होंने कहा कि मैं जहाँ से पानी लाती हैं वहां से एक धारा, एक कैनाल बना के यहाँ तक लेकर आऊं तो इनको जाना नहीं पड़ेगा। उन्होंने वो काम अकेले शुरू किया। अमित शाह जी साथ में थे, वो कहने लगे मोटा भाई, बड़े भाई को बोलते हैं मोटा भाई, ये तो सरकार का काम है। तो मोदी जी ने जवाब दिया, अगर हम सरकार का काम करेंगे तभी तो हम सरकार बनेंगे। आई थिंक दैट वाज अ बिग मूव फ्रॉम हिम। देयर आर अदर इंस्टेंसेस जहाँ लोगों ने ये ऐसे पहाड़ काट के नदियां बनाई हैं और पानी इतनी दूर तक लाए। और उसके बाद जो इलेक्शन आया तो कहने लगे कि आप ये देखना कि शाम के समय वोटर आएंगे और भेड़ों की तरह आएंगे और वोट डाल के जाएंगे, और वही हुआ और उसका नतीजा देखें आप। और इस बारी का आपका गुजरात का इलेक्शन भी आप देख लें। दूसरा पार्ट है, मतलब इसको मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, इसमें कई चीजें हैं जो आप लाइफ में कर सकते हो। जरूरी नहीं कि CSR फंड से हो, पर्सनली भी कई समय निकाल कर कहीं किसी तरह किसी छोटे बच्चे को पढ़ाकर किसी और को कुछ किस तरह की मदद करके लाइफ में आप ये सब कर सकते हैं। जरूरी नहीं कि कंपनी CSR, ये सोशल सर्विस में आता है। और ये रोटरी क्लब वगैरह अगर आप ज्वाइन करते हैं तो उसमें भी सोशल सर्विस ही मेजर उनका ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है। दूसरा पार्ट है जिसको सस्टेनेबिलिटी के नाम से बोला जा रहा है। इसमें प्रिवेंशन ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, प्रिवेंशन ऑफ कंटामिनेशन ऑफ द अर्थ, जिसके ऊपर काफी काम हो रहा है और जिसके आपको काफी 2 दिन में बताया गया है। अब आदमी कैसे बीमार होता है जब वो किसी कंटामिनेटेड एयर के कांटेक्ट में आता है, जब वो खराब एयर ब्रीथ करता है, कोई गंदा पानी पीता है या गंदे पानी में नहाता है, या कोई अनहाइजीनिक फूड खाता है। तो जितना कुछ हम कंज्यूम करते हैं, यूज करते हैं, जिसके कांटेक्ट में आते हैं, अगर उसमें कोई चीज जो शुद्ध नहीं है उसकी वजह से ये बीमारियां होती हैं। तो ये बीमारियां जो हैं, ये इनको रोकने का यही तरीका है। मैं नहीं कहता कि हम ये डेवलपमेंट ना करें, हम ये फैक्ट्रीज ना चलाएं, इनकी स्मोक ना निकले, लेकिन इनको कम कैसे किया जाए, ये इसके ऊपर गवर्नमेंट के काफी रूल्स, लॉज हैं। एनवायरनमेंट पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं हर स्टेट के, सेंटर का, ये लोग काम कर रहे हैं इंडस्ट्री के लिए, लेकिन एक इंडिविजुअल के लिए कुछ ऐसा काम नहीं हो रहा। मैं देख रहा हूँ कि ऑडियंस में काफी कम लोग हैं। मैं आज एक गिफ्ट देने जा रहा हूँ आप सबको, और जो नहीं आए वो शायद उनका नुकसान होगा। आप देखते होंगे कि कई बार कार जा रही है, मोटरसाइकिल जा रही है, आगे से एक साइकिल वाला शो करके बुलेट की तरह क्रॉस कर जाता है। ऐसा हुआ होगा कईयों के साथ, मेरे साथ तो हुआ है। ये क्यों करता है, क्या होता है इसमें? वो इसलिए करता है कि उसको ये मालूम है कि मेरा एक मोमेंटम बना हुआ है, अगर मैं ब्रेक लगाऊंगा तो मोमेंटम वेस्ट होगा और दोबारा मेरा जोर लगेगा पिकअप करने में, एक्सेलरेशन करने में। तो ये जो ब्रेक लगाने में लॉस हो रहा है और जो दोबारा पिकअप करने में लॉस हो रहा है, ये आपकी व्हीकल्स में भी होता है। आपका जो व्हीकल का प्रदूषण है, मैं क्योंकि व्हीकल इंडस्ट्री से हूँ तो मैं आपको उसके बारे में कुछ शेयर करना चाहता हूँ कि आप जो चीज़ आज वापस लेकर जाएं तो कुछ ना कुछ तो आपके डे टू डे रूटीन में काम आए। एक बुक लिखी थी बहुत साल पहले एस्कॉर्ट्स के कुछ मोटरसाइकिल के कुछ स्टाफ ने, मोर किलोमीटर्स पर लीटर। तो वो बुक जब मैंने पढ़ी, बात होगी करीबन 1996 या 5 या 6 की, तो तब से मेरी ड्राइविंग चेंज हो गई है। ये आप अगर नेट में खोलेंगे तो आपको 10-12 स्टेप बताए जाएंगे कि ये मोर किलोमीटर्स पर लीटर कैसे करना है, टायर प्रेशर करो, सर्विस कराओ। उनमें से मोटी सी बात मैं आपको बता देता हूँ। जो फ्यूल है हमारा, उसमें कार्बन, हाइड्रोजन, नाइट्रोजन, CH और N होते हैं। जब ये इंजन के अंदर एयर के साथ जाते हैं इंजेक्टर से, तो अंदर जाके एक फायर होती है, ब्लास्ट होता है। फायर में 3 चीजें चाहिए होती हैं फायर क्रिएट करने के लिए: फ्यूल, ऑक्सीजन और टेम्परेचर। फ्लैश पॉइंट बोलते हैं उसको। पेट्रोल, केरोसिन वगैरह में 55-56 डिग्रीज होता है। तो जब ये अंदर जाके फायर होती है, पिस्टन टॉप डेड सेंटर पे होता है, तो फायर में वो एक्सप्लोजन होती है और वो पिस्टन को पुश करता है बॉटम डेड सेंटर पे जाने के लिए। और उसके बाद वो एक फ्लाई व्हील के चलते से उस प्रेशर से वो पिस्टन वापस आता है और नेक्स्ट फिर एक्सप्लोजन होती है, फिर जाता है। तो जो आपने पेट्रोल डाला उससे ये एक्सप्लोजन होती है एयर मिलके, और जब ये पेट्रोल के CH और N ये दे गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू CO, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, ऑक्साइड, हाइड्रोजन एंड वाटर एंड नाइट्रोजन ऑक्साइड एंड नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड। अब ये रिक्वायरमेंट ये है कि ये नाइट्रोजन ऑक्साइड, कार्बन ऑक्साइड ना बने, सीधा CO2 और NO2 बने, जो कि सेफ है। अगर जो पार्ट उसका CO और NO रह जाता है, दैट इज पॉइजनस इन द एयर, उतना फ्यूल आपका अनबर्न्ड जा रहा है, उतनी आपको एनर्जी कम मिल रही है। तो जब आप जा रहे हैं, सामने कुछ आता है, ब्रेक लगाते हैं, तो जितना अपने पेट्रोल उसमें है वो वेस्ट जाएगा, और दोबारा उसको पिकअप करने के लिए आपको रिच मिक्सचर ऑफ पेट्रोल, मोर पेट्रोल एंड लेस एयर पंप करना है, जिससे एक्सेलरेशन होता है। 2 ओकेजन हैं जहां वेस्टेज होती है, ब्रेक लगाने पर और एक्सेलरेशन पर। इसको कम करने का एक ही रास्ता है कि आप आगे वाली गाड़ी से थोड़ा डिस्टेंस रखें, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द स्पीड। अगर तो नेक टू नेक डेड जैम चल रहा है तो फिर तो आप साथ में ही रहेंगे, लेकिन अगर 25-30 किलोमीटर की स्पीड पर है तो 10-12 फीट दूर रहें, क्योंकि जब वो ब्रेक लगाएगा तो आपको कम से कम ये 10-12 फीट का डिस्टेंस मिल जाएगा। उसने ब्रेक लगाई या उसके आगे वाले ने ब्रेक लगाई, आपको दिखाई दे गया, तो उस समय आप एक्सेलरेटर छोड़ दें, पेट्रोल डालना छोड़ दें। तो उसके बाद जितना डिस्टेंस आप चल लें उतना आपकी किलोमीटर ज्यादा हो जाएगा। और हो सकता है कि आपके 0 स्पीड आने से पहले ही वो चल पड़े, तो आपको 0 पे नहीं जाना पड़ेगा, आपको 10-12 किलोमीटर, 15 किलोमीटर से दोबारा पिकअप करना पड़ेगा। एक्सेलरेशन। सो 2 चीजें हैं, एक्सेलरेशन और ब्रेकिंग। इनको आप अगर अवॉइड कर सकते हैं, कम कर सकते हैं, और एक ही रास्ता है कि आगे वाली गाड़ी से जितना डिस्टेंस रख सकें उतना रखें। तो मैं चाहूंगा कि आज आप ये जो करेंगे इसके 2 फायदे हैं। एक तो अनबर्न्ड फ्यूल, अनबर्न्ड गैसेस CO और NO कम जाएंगी एटमॉस्फेयर में, और दूसरा आपको ज्यादा फ्यूल एवरेज मिलेगी। इट विल बी ए सेविंग फॉर यू। आपने इस कॉन्फ्रेंस से बहुत कुछ सीखा समझा होगा। ये मेरा एक निवेदन है आपसे, आपकी डे टू डे लाइफ में आप ये अपना भी भला कर सकते हैं और इस अर्थ का और लोगों का भी भला कर सकते हैं बाय रिलीजिंग लेस पॉइजनस गैस। आपका जो एनवायरनमेंट सर्टिफिकेट के लिए, पोल्यूशन सर्टिफिकेट के लिए जाते हैं, तो साइलेंसर के बीच में एक प्रोब जाता है। वो प्रोब ये बताता है कि जो एग्जॉस्ट आ रहा है उसमें उसका एनालिसिस करता है उसको एक पर्टिकुलर स्पीड पर चेक किया जाता है खड़ी हुई गाड़ी में। तो उसमें CO2 कितना है, CO कितना है, NO2 कितना है, NO कितना है, OH कितना है, H2 कितना है, ये इस पे डिपेंड करता है कि आपकी व्हीकल सर्टिफिकेट के लिए फिट है या नहीं है। तो इसलिए इसको भी रेगुलर करवाते रहें। और बड़ी यंग एज में होता है कि भी डैशिंग, मोटरसाइकिल, हाई स्पीड, ब्रेक तो लगानी पड़ेगी जब सामने कोई आएगा। कारें एडवर्टाइज करती हैं कि 0 से 100 किलोमीटर की स्पीड पर 6 सेकंड में, पर वो करिएगा मत, आराम से करिए, एक्सेलरेशन थोड़ी स्लो करिए उसके, क्योंकि उसके 100 किलोमीटर पे आते ही आगे आपको विदिन 1 और 2 मिनट्स कोई आगे आएगा, ब्रेक लगानी पड़ेगी और वो 2 सेकंड में 0 पे वापस आ जाएंगे। सो ट्राई टू रिड्यूस दैट रेंज ऑफ योर स्पीड, डोंट गो डाउन सो मच, डोंट गो अप सो मच, थोड़ा कामली चलाएं। एक पीछे कंपनी ने एक लुधियाना से चंडीगढ़ तक का एक प्रोग्राम बनाया था कि लुधियाना से हम गाड़ी का पेट्रोल फुल करके आपको एक जगह से देंगे और चंडीगढ़ में इस जगह पर जाकर आपने पेट्रोल भरवाना है, तो उससे आप फुल टैंक करवाना है दोबारा, उससे आपकी कंजम्पशन पता लगेगी इस डिस्टेंस में। तो कई लोगों ने पार्टिसिपेट किया। एक मेरे फ्रेंड थे, मुझसे बात करने लगे तुम क्या करें, मैंने कहा देखो शीशे बंद कर लो, हाथ का वो चलने वाला पंखा रख लो, AC मत चलाओ, एक साइड पे आपकी गाड़ी की ऑप्टिमम स्पीड है 39 किलोमीटर पर लीटर और आप 37 और 40 के बीच में रखेंगे, ना ब्रेक लगाएंगे ना एक्सेलरेट करेंगे, उस कांस्टेंट स्पीड पे जाएंगे। लेट योर वाइफ सिट नेक्स्ट एंड दोनों को पंखा चलती रहे, AC बंद कर दो। वैसे AC चला लेना बेटर है शीशे खोलने से, पर दैट कपल वन द कॉम्पिटिशन और उसके बाद उनको शिमला के एक बड़े होटल में 2 दिन के लिए स्टे मिला। इस सारे सबसे यही समझ आती है कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं और मेरा निवेदन है कि आप कितना कंट्रीब्यूट जरूर करें और किसी कंपनी में अगर आप जाएं तो वहां भी कंट्रीब्यूट करें। और अगर आप गवर्नमेंट में किसी ऐसी जगह में पहुंच जाएं जहां आप ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं किसी शहर का, तो मुझे कांटेक्ट कर लेना, मैं आपको ऐसा कर दूंगा कि हर एक का ट्रैवल टाइम 30% हो जाएगा और जब 30% कम होगा तो सड़कों पे ट्रैफिक भी 30% कम होगा और दैट विल अल्टीमेटली लीड टू 50%। आजकल ये रेड लाइट के बजाय दे आर मेकिंग यू टर्न लेफ्ट एंड आगे जाके यू टर्न करवाते हैं ताकि खड़े होकर वो हम अनबर्न फ्यूल वाली स्मोक ना रिलीज करें उससे। धन्यवाद। थैंक यू डॉक्टर राणा सिंह, थैंक यू मैम फॉर बीइंग हियर एंड थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी फॉर कंट्रीब्यूटिंग टू दिस। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, sir. May I now invite our guest of honor, Mr. Vibhas Kumar, ED, IOCL, for his address.
Very good afternoon to all. On the dais, Ms. Nafisha, chief guest of the function, Sri Mahesh Munjalji, CMD Majestic Limited, to whom we heard recently, just now, Professor Rana Singh, Director CIMP, Sri Roshan Kumar, founder of India CSR, Sri Kumud Kumarji, who is the chairperson of the Center for CSR Studies of CIMP, Professor Jyoti Verma, Professor Iftikhar Ahmadji, who is sitting in the dais, all the distinguished guests. Very good afternoon to all of you. I am very happy to be here and representing Indian Oil Corporation. I am heading the Bihar and Jharkhand state office. And I am most thankful to the Professor Rana and Sri Kumud Kumarji to have invited me. When I was listening to Professor Senapati ji, I was really amazed on the type of activities which has been covered. A very, very fruitful exercise of 2 days, which is being conducted, and it's a real honor to be part of this function. I'll be speaking a little bit about what we are trying to do in the state of Bihar or as a country as a whole on the CSR front of Indian Oil Corporation. You may be aware that Indian Oil Corporation is the #1 leading PSUs of the country, and besides doing our business of making energy available to all of you, we are also doing our bit to contribute to the society. Indian Oil Corporation of late you might be seeing that we have been called on various social responsibilities. The most memorable and most important, which I recall, when we were facing with the COVID. So now in the COVID period, the government decided that one PSU should be given the task of handling the oxygen logistic, liquid medical oxygen, which was scarcity, which we were facing dearth scarcity, and the Indian Oil Corporation was given that responsibility. And we were very happy that we were all, as a part of the team with the government organization, we addressed the issue of availability of liquid oxygen in the state of Bihar. You are aware that oxygen, liquid oxygen, is while it is available in part of the country, like even in the Jharkhand it was available, but the most important thing, the logistic part of it, the handling of the liquid oxygen, required very sophisticated LNG containers, which required high pressure containers, and we imported containers from various countries, US, Singapore and all. We brought to the nearest airport where it could have been unloaded. It was not possible to get it unloaded at Patna or Ranchi, so we got it unloaded at the Durgapur Panagarh military hospital, and we brought those LNG tankers and we were moving the logistics from the state of Jharkhand, the steel plants and all, to the Bihar hospitals. And that time we realized that this is one such responsibility which is required all such corporates like Indian Oil Corporation when it comes to the time of crisis to contribute to the society. You may be aware that we are handling lot many, besides energy thing, we are also doing lot many CSR activities in the state also. And while we are doing it, we are focused on the sustainable development goals, what is required by the country, and which is very apt topic which has been chosen for this seminar. A few more such contribution to the society, which I recall, is that we required some sophisticated beds at AIIMS, Patna, during COVID period. And I approached the director of the AIIMS, who was kind enough to give the permission to provide those beds. And within no time, we provided those beds to the AIIMS Patna. And that could save some life. And we feel very happy about those things. Indian Oil has been contributing a lot to the society, and while doing it during the COVID period, because we were so much involved, so I am recalling those some important projects. We also decided that we should put up some PSA oxygen plants in the hospitals, because we were bringing the oxygen while the hospitals we didn't have the plants of their own to produce oxygens. So it was decided at the ministry level that all the hospitals of the Bihar, wherever medical colleges are, there are about 10 hospitals, one ministry will provide the PSA plants. And within no time, within 3 months, I was coordinating, being the state level coordinator between the ministry and the oil ministry and the state government. And we provided PSA plants at all the medical colleges and hospital, and it was commissioned. So we are very proud that now today, God forbid such requirement should not come, but oxygen, there is a plenty of oxygens are available. So we are trying that for the last 2 years, our spent, Indian Oil Corporation has spent continuously, 5th year we are able to spend our designated budget, our 2% of the average last 3 years profit and all. For the this was the 5th year, and we could spend about 300 crores plus only on the CSR. I hope I am audible. Yes, sir. Yeah. So while doing it, health and nutrition has been the last 3 years is our theme. For this year also, we have earmarked about 100 crores only on the health and nutritional aspects of the society, wherever we are. Just for those people who are there, our students are there, some researchers are there, and some guests are there on the online. We are into the 3 main streams. We are into the refining, we are into the transportation through pipelines, and we are into the marketing. We all, Indian Oil Corporation people are recognized from our petrol pumps and the gas, Indian gas which we use. But besides these things, we are doing plenty of other things for the making energy available in the country. We are into the green energy. We are taking many steps. Like our Sri Monjalji was talking about the how to utilize energy, how to use the vehicle, automation, automobile and all. We are doing many things right now on the energy transition which is taking place. Energy transition is also required to meet one of the environmental goals. So we are moving from the liquid petroleum to the gas. Now the gas is the transition fuel, and you should be happy that in the part of this part of the country, we have brought the Urja Ganga pipeline, which is a trunk pipeline for the CNG. So the Urja Ganga pipeline has already been brought, and major industries like the fertilizer plant of Begusarai, fertilizer plants of Sindri, and so many other industries are getting connected to those Urja Ganga pipeline. Why it is so important that from there we will be also connecting the CNG availability of the petrol pumps. So we are also trying to address the environmental issues, and we are making it sure that in coming time, all our petrol stations, which we in normal language we call, or otherwise we call retail outlets, will become the energy outlets, where we will have the gas, where we will have the charging facility, and going down the line, we'll have the hydrogen fuel will be also available. Indian Oil Corporation is also working on the battery cell. So where we are doing research with an Israeli company, which is based on the technology of aluminum foil battery, where you don't need your vehicle to be waiting for the charging. Just you have to go and swap the battery, and battery will be also based on the aluminum foil. So our pilot is already going on. So like that, Indian Oil Corporation is into a various energy transition aspects, looking into the environmental requirement and the goal where we have declared that by 2046, Indian Oil Corporation has said that our emissions, we will become carbon neutral, aligning with the 99 year of India independence, and going forward in the call of the Prime Minister by 2070, when there is a call to become the carbon neutral country. Like that, so many other activities are taking place. However, wherever we have refineries, pipeline, oil installation, unless we are able to address the stakeholders' need and all, and to look into their social requirement, it won't be possible. So we are into the various activities, we are doing it. That is why about 100 crores is marked on the health. We are also doing many things on the providing education to the downtrodden people around us. So you should be also happy that we are working on the providing education to the needy girl child. We have opened about 5 centers where we provide the education for those girl child to go into the IITs or the NITs. One such center is being run at Patna, which is called Vidusi. Similar centers are running at Jaipur, Noida and all. We have various hospitals running at our refinery points like Assam, Barauni. So all those places we are running into the hospitals, not only for our own people. If it is for our own people, we will not be talking. We are also running centers for general people who come and get treated. Similarly, we are also looking at the environmental pollution aspects. So all those refinery points, we have eco parks, where eco parks means we are taking care of the fauna, flora around us, and all the emission part of it. You should be happy that Indian Oil Corporation is the first refining company in the world where in Gujarat we have converted. We were using the municipal water earlier and taking a lot of water, river water. Now we are taking the discharge of the municipal corporation, getting it treated and using the same water as a cyclic water. So that is saving millions of liters of water, and that will be the first project, and we are going to replicate it. So what I am trying to convey, that Indian Oil Corporation, being a very responsible organization, is working at various aspects of the society, where we are doing lot of work towards the society so that the entire sustainable goals are also addressed and to meet the requirement of the country. One more important thing which is very, very important here is, you should be happy to know that in a nearby state called Odisha, we are running a skill development institute, SDI. This SDI, we are providing free skills on different skills like welding, repair of electronics, so many other things, where the people or person who qualify for just very small exam, and we are providing the skill developments, and they are getting a placement from the renowned companies like Siemens and all. So we are doing so many things to address those sustainable development goals of the organization, so that we are able to address the stakeholders who are working around us. Indian Oil Corporation has been also off late. We are also looking at providing like ambulances and all to the medical hospitals and all. Wherever we get an opportunity to get engaged ourselves into the society, we do our bit. As far as a recent initiative which is there, you may be aware that we have adopted rhino as our mascot. The rhino was adopted only to save the rhinos from the world. So we have adopted about 300 rhinos in the country. You should be happy, in Patna also we have adopted 3 rhinos in Patna Zoo. So rhino was getting extinguished, so we decided to adopt it. Indian Oil Corporation is also associated with this cheetah project, where cheetah has been brought from the South Africa. So our chairman was one of the person who was leading those, along with our Honorable Prime Minister, on bringing the cheetah to our country. So all those different areas Indian Oil Corporation has been working very responsibly. Indian Oil Corporation in Bihar State Office, we have also doing it. We have adopted about 110 Anganwadis in the state of Jharkhand, where we have made them a model Anganwadis. And whenever we got an opportunity to get associated with any organization who is working on it, and we are very happy to know that CIMP is under the leadership of Professor Rana Singh ji and Kumar Kumar ji, is making it as a center for this CSR, where all the I'll say that stakeholders, not only stakeholders, the people, researchers are coming and making it a center who will be a source and inspiration for taking forward various CSR activities. There are a lot of challenges, which is also the topic, when we find that we get requests from various organizations, various institutions, schools, hospitals, and the challenge is to identify that and to ensure that the CSR funding goes to the right people, the right beneficiary. So that is the most important challenge, and that is why the recent Gazette notification was there. And we are very committed that we have a very standard SOP to release those funds and to carry out those works. And that is how we have been able to do some meaningful job to the society. And I wish that CIMP develops such a good SOPs and all the center where we identify and get engaged. We are right now into a dialogue with CIMP to get associated, Indian Oil Corporation gets associated with such projects. Before concluding, I once again want to thank for this wonderful initiative conducted by CIMP. I'm sure that lot many people are also connected through the web, and lot many people are listening otherwise, and there are researchers. We are open for the ideas, and whatever comes forward to us will be taken forward. And thank you once again for giving the opportunity.
Thank you, sir.